Iron Man was a self-centered, egotistical arm dealer that didn't care who used his weapon as long as he was getting paid. After an accident caused by his own weapon leaving him wounded, he get captured by terrorists, but Tony, instead of building them new weapon, he built himself a new heart and a armor to get out of the cave, and now he go on a mission to destroy his misused weapon. Tony is a flawed guy. In the comic, he is an alcoholic, futurist, impulsive, stubborn guy that always tries to better himself. There is a core appeal to this mess of a human trying to build himself into a superhero. So now let's look at his next-gen replacement. The hero that they will introduce in the MCU that in the comic was created to take Iron Man's role, even using his name for her comic, Riri Williams. She is a genius that asked her teacher what she couldn't become. Her teacher told her, you can become whatever you want, but then she say, come on, tell me something I can do so I can strive to prove you wrong. The teacher say, I guess you can't be Tony Stark, and Riri is like, nope, I am now. And she's a young super genius that make a Iron Man armor. What the hell is this? Really? We go from this deep, multi-layer, flawed hero to this shit? How far away from each other can they be? What the hell is this? So now, why are most of us not hyped for the next-gen character introduced in the comic and in the MCU? Well, it's because they're doing a piss-poor job in replacing the character. What is the problem here? I could say that they're a shit character, and that would be true for a lot of them, but that isn't the case. It's not really that they suck, some of them are alright character-wise. But the problem comes with the fact that they are supposed to replace the character we know and love. Often they add nothing new to the hero and just retread what was already here. So why change the hero then? Kinda like Miles in the comic. Like, sure, he is kinda cool, cause he kinda is Peter Parker. You know what I mean? Most of the time, those next gen are just less interesting character and sometimes even bad character. Or if I'm being kind, character that doesn't appeal to the core fan base of the hero they stole their name from, which is a sin in itself. By next gen hero, I mean hero that are supposed to replace the original character, not character that look like the original but are meant to work side by side like Supergirl or Batgirl. Let's look at the new Batman they introduced and compare him to the OG. Okay, Batman is dressed as a bat because he wants to use his fear against his enemy, and seeing his parent get killed when he was a child made him swear to bring revenge and justice to the people of Gotham. He trained all his life for this mission, and now he's using his grief as a strength to fight evil. The new Batman name is Tim Fox, I think that's what his name is, I don't really remember. He's just a dude dressed as the symbol of fear that represents so much for Bruce, and mean nothing to him. Well, nothing as interesting as what it means for Bruce. He is Batman, but only by suit, name, and ability. But he doesn't have what makes Batman, Batman. The problem isn't with the character itself, it's the fact that he is replacing the real Batman. Sure, he is a less interesting character, but by taking the mantle of Batman, he has the job to be either as compelling as a character or better, which make the fact that he is a less interesting character a huge problem here. And this is the problem with those next-gen heroes those days. Marvel and DC think they can just take Thor, give his powered name and hammer to someone else and boom, done. But no, this is not enough. Your character isn't just supposed to be another Thor. He's like a sequel movie. And when you make a sequel, you need to be better or as good and in the same spirit as the original. But you also shouldn't be the same because it would be pointless. Even putting the whole tokenization deal aside, she doesn't really work as a new Thor. And this is the problem with almost every next-gen hero. They don't add anything, they just have the fluff of the hero and nothing more. The thing is with most next-gen hero from recent year is that how many of them can you say you like more than the original? Yeah, not many. And that is cause they're just reskinned for the most part. There's two simple rules when making a next-gen hero. The hero should add something new and better to the concept of the character and should be spiritually the same. The character shouldn't be the same, he needs to be better to justify the change, but the soul of said character should be the same, cause what's the point in doing a new Iron Man if this character doesn't feel like Iron Man to some extent? It's the same with sequel movie, it should be something that people that like the first one will also like, because if you don't have the soul of the first one, in both cases, don't call it the same thing. So now, I'm sure you wanna ask me, can this work? And has it worked? Can you replace the OG character with the next-gen hero? Well, the answer is yes, cause it has worked multiple times already. Flash and Green Lantern are prime example of that. A lot maybe don't know, but Barry Allen isn't the first Flash. It originally was Jay Garrick. And Jordan isn't the first GL, it was Alan Scott. But those next gen managed to outshine the original for most people. Why? How is that possible? What does Barry Allen and Jordan has over Riri Williams and female Thor? Well, it's because they're not just people having the same power, name, and suit of a great hero. They're characters that try to build on what was already working with the character in a way that make them the more interesting version. Jay Garrick was a guy that ran fast, a kind-hearted superhero that wanted to help people. Barry Allen is a guy that saw his mom die as he came back from school, and his father was framed for her murder. Ever since, he became obsessed with trying to solve this murder and prove his dad innocent, making him a man with a deep sense of justice, but with this mindset also coming complex. He feel like maybe if he came home a bit faster, he would have maybe been able to save his mom. So what happened when this man always striving for justice, who constantly pushed himself to be better and always wish he was just a little faster? What happened when this man became the fastest man alive? Well, you get a really compelling character that pushed the concept of Flash in a new, interesting, and I would argue better direction. We follow the story of a good man with an endless sense of justice that feel like he should always do more and always be a little faster. And when he gets super speed, it makes his burden even harder to bear. Barry's job is being a forensic scientist. His job is to investigate crime that has already happened. And the job of the Flash is to save everyone as fast as he can. Every time he go back to work, he comes face to face with the truth that no matter how fast you run, you can never be fast enough to save everyone, not even his mom. Now that is a next-gen hero. Recent Marvel and DC comic would have been like, that Barry Allen guy is kinda cool, how do we make him better? I got it, make him non-binary. And that's it, that's enough. They don't add anything, they don't add to the concept. Because if Barry is all that I talked about earlier, well, this next-gen hero is just like the original Jay Garrick, or in that case Jesse Quick, but non-binary. DC, by making this character, add nothing new to the concept of Flash, and are just replacing an amazing character with someone who just have his suit and his name. That's it. And this is the same for the new Thor, the new Iron Man, the new Hulk, Captain America, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, you name it. They're just using the character name and power to either do the same thing with the character or something worse, instead of trying to improve or just giving us something different that is as good. Listen, my favorite Blue Beetle is the second one, because I love his friendship with Booster Gold. But I think Raimei, the third Blue Beetle, brings something really interesting. He's almost like a different character. Even if I really like the second one, in a lot of ways we can see an improvement to the core concept of Blue Beetle. The second Blue Beetle was almost just a Batman clone concept-wise, someone who's rich with high-tech equipment fighting crime. But this one made the Blue Beetle an alien symbiote that attached to the host. And now he isn't a wealthy adult hero, but a normal teenager that have to deal with this alien voice in his head. You see, that's way more original than just making him the same character with a different alter ego. And in the comic now we can have both. Like either go the Blue Beetle Raimei angle or the Flash Barry Allen angle, but come on, stop with the this is Iron Man but without the backstory depth and appeal. Do something with it. This is why I'm not really that hyped for the new Iron Man and Thor in the MCU. If they don't change the comic, we will be stuck with less interesting character with the same name as the one we like, and that is lazy. But yeah, in the comic, if you really want to do a next-gen hero, you can do that. Or if you don't know what to do, just keep the original. If you want to write Batman, I mean you already have Batman. There aren't any real reason to change him. In the end, you can like those next-gen heroes. I like some, like MCU Kate Bishop. I think she's pretty fun and likable, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that she one-up Clint. But I like her. More often than not, I find myself disappointed by most next-gen hero. And liking one character is one thing, but even a character you like might not be fit to replace another one. This is why the OG always come back, because they're just better and the reason you like the character in the first place. Anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, tell me which next gen hero you like and which you don't, and what you think of the video. And don't forget to check out our other stuff. There's some good stuff on the channel. With that said, peace out.